What is going on, guys, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy back at it again. We got another Modern Warfare 2 video for you guys. Yo, I think we're approaching season 1 update coming up soon, and I'm pretty excited for that. I do not know any of the updates that they're going to be bringing in this update, but I'm pretty excited for it just because I feel like this game does need a change of pace kind of going along with it. Again, if you guys don't know who I am, I feel like I was god at Cold War. I did my best stuff on Cold War, not in like ever, but I did a lot of great things on Cold War. So I didn't really play much of Modern Warfare 1. It was a cool game, it just wasn't my type of game. Too much slide canceling, and I just felt like the game was unrealistic to a sense. Could definitely keep up, but it was just not a game of my choice. But in this game, I feel like they did a really good job. So again, I've been really enjoying this game. If you guys have been enjoying this best guns category list that I've been doing, yo, make sure you drop a like. Go check out the submachine gun video because I just dropped that video. Go check it out. If you guys don't know about my 600 subscriber giveaway, go check that out as well. Man, get yourselves locked in. It's a month from when I uploaded that video, so I'm thinking it's gonna be like February, maybe 15th ish, around there, something like that. I'll definitely have more in-depth details, but go get yourself linked in with that. Go show the love, show the support. I appreciate everybody that's been here since day one that I started coming back, started doing videos again. I really do appreciate you guys. And again, if you enjoy this type of content, please make sure you drop a like, drop a comment, let me know what you would change, let me know things that I can do better, because again, I'm not the best Modern Warfare 2 player by far, not the best Call of Duty player by far, but I know that I definitely have skill, and I feel like as long as we're helping each other out, that's all that the community really needs, because it's a very toxic community, and I think we all know that pretty well. So again, without delay into the video, I just wanted to, you know, say all those things. Thank you guys for checking this video out. Again, subscribe if you're new. Again, without further ado, let's hop into this Top Gun list. And yo, quick disclaimer before we start the actual video: set in stone list of a list that is a true 1 to 10. This is the guns that I think are the best in the game, the guns that I use the most, the guns that I feel like support my playstyle. And if you're a running gun type of person, like I said in my submachine gun video, if you are a nice semi medium and you want to do damage from a decent range, especially with this AR list, yo, this is a list that's going to be for you. Okay, so again, a lot of this is really set around my playstyle, but I feel like I have a pretty fast paced playstyle. So again, if you feel like you're the same exact type of player that you like to run and gun, you like to get kills, you're playing objective, you feel like you're going to be in the mix, yo, this is definitely going to be the list for you. So again, just wanted to give that disclaimer. I have to, because I know a lot of people might be hating in the comment section below, be saying like, hey, this gun's not even the best gun, this gun, you know, tell me, let me know what you think, you know, because again, my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. doesn't have to be the same as yours, but if it is, again, let me know what's better, what could be worse, what could I change out, what can we change out. And yeah, again, rock with my setups, see what you think about them. Like I said, go from there. So again, just had to give that disclaimer. Let's get into it. All right, without further ado, starting off our list is going to be my number 1 go-to gun for any type of scenario. If you're going to be running and gunning, if you want that nice far range, if you want that nice up close range that's going to do damage, that is not going to be, again, these guns to me are not going to be the absolute snappiest. I'm building a gun that for an AR, if you need to hit somebody at 40-50 meters away, you can do that. If you want to get your long shots done, these are going to be the guns to do that. So again, my number 1 go-to gun, reliable all the way around, is going to be the TAC 56. Man, this gun is beautiful. We've knew that from Modern Warfare 2, the original. Man, the Scar, like, let's go. This gun is a absolute banger gun, classic all the way around, going to be everything that you guys need. So again, most of my guns are going to kind of revolve around the same attachments, around the same tuning, just because again, that is my play style. I like to be up close, I like to be in the mix. If I have to be far away, of course my gun might change a little bit, but again, that's why I think tuning my guns comes into clutch for me personally. So let's go and hop into it and let's see what we're rocking with. Most of you guys might be asking the question why I don't run the gauge mono versus running the Echoless 80, and there's a few differences, and I feel like most of them are just going to revolve around the playstyle that you're kind of wanting to run. For this gun, I prefer the damage range, the damage boost that it's going to give me. You could go over here to say, hey, the gauge 9 has better accuracy, better recoil control, but again, if it's something that you feel like you can't control, swap either of these out for either or, and you guys could always tune it and just go ahead and mess around. But for me personally, every single time that I've used this gun, I've always used just the Echoless 80, and the way that we tune it is going to show why. I boost up the velocity, I boost up the aim down sight speed, and for me, obviously, if you're going to be the first one to shoot and you're going to have the most damage, you're going to usually get the kill. Bullet velocity is just going to help that overall, and that's why I'd be rocking the Echoless 80. Moving on to the barrel, we're going to have the 17.5 Tundra. Again, I like to have my damage range increased. I like bullet velocity to help out getting kills a lot faster. Again, in this game, it's all about who's going to shoot first. If you're going to shoot first, are you going to be able to get more bullets into the person? How much damage is your gun actually doing? Tuning, again, just the same thing. We're gonna have recoil steadiness, and that's where I feel like the accuracy is gonna come back into this gun. Aim down sight speed, again, you give up a little bit of damage range just so you can get some more aim down sight speed. So I feel like you compensate perfectly with these two combined with each other. FSSOLE laser, I'm gonna always run this laser, you guys, always versus any other laser, because majority of these other lasers are going to be seen at the hip, and I don't like that. I want my beam to never be seen unless I'm aiming down, and that'll be my fault. So again, it's going to give me the best aim down sight speed. It sucks that we can't actually tune this. I wish they would fix that, but you know, FSSOLE laser is always going to be the laser that I usually go to, unless it's a different laser, but they usually have the same type of perks, pros and cons to it. So moving on to the stock, we got the TV Excellent. It's just going to be the best one for the aim down sight speed, and it's going to give you the best sprint to speed. So again, tuning it, aim down sight speed, aim idle stability. And if you guys don't know what aim idle stability is, when we go to the firing range, I'll show you guys. Moving on to the rear grip, we got the demo clean shot. Again, just the best aim down sight speed, and tuning aim down sight speed, sprint to fire speed. So again, this gun to me is just the overall package. When you're using this gun, it just feels like it's the gun to use. It feels like it's going to be the most reliable. It's still very snappy. So the reason I made the gun just like this is because it's very snappy, and it still has accuracy when you're shooting up and down the range. So even when you're trying to shoot somebody way in the back, you still have the accuracy, and of course you still have the accuracy up close. 30 bullet mag. Yeah, so this gun is just a beautiful gun all around, just very reliable, very whatever you need it to be. A few things I'd probably swap out, one might be a stock for a foregrip, just in case you do want more accuracy downrange. But again, I don't feel like for my playstyle, I'm usually trying to shoot people way the hell down there, downrange. But again, if you're playing a different type of playstyle, if you feel like you're trying to hit people from further, you're playing a little bit further back, you're trying to play more passive, and yeah, of course, change out a couple things. But I feel like overall, this gun is the #1 gun in the game. Just to me, my personal playstyle, I feel like it just packs a punch. 30 round mag is perfect for whatever you're needing type of scenario. If you combine it with having sleight of hand as well, the reload doesn't feel like it takes that long. So again, very snappy, even from the tac sprint, it's very snappy, and it's one of my favorite guns in the game. Very just reliable on every type. Even when you mount up, you can always hit people in the very back. So yeah, that's why this gun is going to be my number one go-to if I'm ever feeling like I kind of have to play a little bit more strategic, or if I'm just trying to get kill streaks in general. So again, let me know what you guys think of this build. I love this build. This gun has always been a top favorite Call of Duty classic just forever. So again, just a beautiful gun all the way around. Let me know what you would change, let me know what you'd fix, let me know if you agree, let me know if you don't agree, because I actually do want to know y'all's opinion. So let me know in the comment section below. But without further ado, let's move on to the second gun. Alrighty, transitioning into my second gun of choice, man. You guys already know it's got to be one of the Kastovs, and me personally, this Kastov, it's just the AK-47U. It's literally the AK-47U. They made it in AR this year, and my version is just like if it's a submachine gun. So the gun is beautiful. The gun's been a banger since God knows when, Black Ops 1. I don't even know if it was before the other Call of Duties as well, but that's the earliest memory that I actually have with it. The gun is just a banger gun. So yeah, as always, like, we're gonna start from the front, and you guys see that I actually have the Gauge 9 on this one. So again, it's kind of just personal preference of how I feel like I'm trying to play. This gun has a little bit more kick. You guys saw right here that I actually have a foregrip on this gun, and I'll explain that here in a second. But going back to the Gauge 9, again, it's just kind of personal preference on what you're going to choose. They both give you silent suppression, they both give you a damage range boost. Really, it's just, again, kind of just pick and choose how you want your playstyle to be. Do you want it to be more accurate, or do you want some more damage? What are you willing to sacrifice? So again, that's why I kind of choose a Gauge 9 on this gun, just because I feel like it's a little bit less accurate on this gun, so I want it to be a little bit more accurate. So just the same tuning with this gun. We're going to go with the aim down sight speed, bullet velocity. Again, you want to be the first person to aim in, you want to be the fastest gun shooting on the field. So that's where I'm going to go with this. Now, the reason I don't have a barrel on this gun is just because there's no damage barrel for this gun itself, which is, it's kind of mind-blowing to me that there's no damage barrel on this gun, and that's the only reason why I don't have a barrel. If there was a damage barrel on this gun, I would definitely throw it on. But to compensate again for the recoil control, I threw on the VX Pineapple. It's always going to be the best grip in my opinion to compensate for any type type of recoil control that you're trying to look for. And again, when we go into tune it, I actually upgrade the hip walking speed just because it helps with your actual speed itself, aim down sight speed, because you do have to compensate a little bit of speed for using the grip itself. Again, FSS OLE laser, easy, easy, easy. Again, don't want to see the red beam at my hip. I want to only see it whenever I'm zooming in. And for the stock, we're gonna go with the Mark Eve R7 stock, just because compared to all of these other stocks, it's gonna give you just the best aim down sight speed, sprint to fire speed, and that's what we're trying to look for. Of course, you guys could go with the stock list, but that's not my type of playstyle. I still want to have accuracy. Like I stated in the submachine gun video, I will never rock a stock list unless I'm really playing up close and personal. But for me, I like to play the in-between game and still have potential to move up close and be able to shoot from afar. So that's why I'm rocking the Mark Eve stock. When we go to the tuning, you guys see aim down sight speed, aim idle stability. Again, I'll tell you guys about that when we go to the firing range. True tack is always just gonna be the fastest grip that you can have, aim down sight speed, sprint to fire speed. And yeah, this gun is just an overall banger. We take it to the range and show you guys what's up. So again, just a classic AK-47U. We already knew about it, man. When they brought this and brought it to the AR category, it was just a shock, because it was like, who knew that they were gonna actually bring this gun to this game? But not only that, who knew that they were gonna bring it to the AR category? So again, I feel like it packs like a AR, but also still has just the movement of the submachine gun feel. And again, that's why we go along with this build, just because we still have movement speed, we still have just, you know, this nice snappiness of feels like a submachine gun, and it doesn't feel so slow that if you get into a fight, you turn a corner, you feel like you're outgunned because you get outplayed by not being able to zoom in as fast. Again, only cons to this gun, I feel like, again, are magazines. You know, you guys can always compensate for going for a bigger magazine, but just for me, I feel like 30 bullets is enough, just because I'm usually running a sniper on my back. I swap over and I usually don't need the full 30 round mag. Sometimes I might, sometimes I might not. It just kind of depends. But aim idle stability, I want to talk to you guys really quick about. When you're aiming down and you feel like you're just idle, and I don't know if you guys ever noticed, but sometimes you'll be able to like sway. You feel like your like gun is kind of like swaying too much. It's like swaying like this. That's what the aim idle stability is going to compensate for. So that's why I throw it on, just because if I'm ever aiming down and I feel like I'm not able to just kind of like keep up, my sway is kind of like persuading my gun to move in either or direction. That's what I don't want. So that's why we rock with that, and I just wanted to kind of throw that out there, just in case anybody didn't know why I was throwing that on there. You know, I always build my guns around things that I feel like are necessary, and of course, out of the two categories that they give you for tuning, I always try to choose the best one. But of course, let's show this gun in action and let's stop talking. Boom. Yeah, so this gun is very reliable at the, I feel like, mid-range to closer range. Of course, I feel like everybody can change the build up, make you a better build. If you're really trying to go for people way back there, you know, you guys can see the drop off or where the bullets don't really do as much damage. But man, from the medium to like close range, you guys have every type of advantage that you guys want. Yeah, so with all 30 bullets, I took out everybody, even the guy further back. So this gun is just overall reliable. I love it because this gun, to me, only goes second place just because I feel like it's more running and gunning. But with my TAC 56, I feel like that gun is more reliable for any type of situation. This gun is also the same thing, so that's why, again, my list could be one could go for two for go for one. It's really just how I'm using my guns, what scenario that I'm going for. This gun is actually in my arsenal right now, so it's a gun that if I want to swap over to and I feel like, hey, like I kind of need to like go a little bit sweat mode, this gun is going to be the gun for me, just because the build for it, the way it plays out, the way the gun just operates when you're playing in this game, it's just a perfect running gun. This gun is just a beautiful gun overall to me. I recommend you guys go try this gun out. Let me know what you guys think. What would you swap out for? Again, I have the pineapple grip just because I feel like it really helps with the recoil on this gun, just compensating for a lot of things that I feel like this gun kind of draws back from. Any type of AK, I feel like in this game is going to almost need some type of foregrip, but again, there's a lot of ways to compensate, and we're just going to keep figuring that out together. So again, if you guys have any recommendations for this gun, do you like it? Let me know what you would change out. Let me know what you're rocking with on your AK-47U. Let me know how it performs, and of course, I'm always down for recommendations, but give my gun a try. Let me know what you guys think. Drop a like, all those things, man. I just love making these videos. So yeah, that's gonna be my number one, number two, and yeah, we're gonna move on to the number 3 and number 4 spot. Let's get it. All right, so coming in at my number 3 spot is gonna be the Kastov 762, and you guys already know, man, this gun is a classic banger. Again, the original AK-47. Now, the reason I don't choose this gun over the Kastov 545 is just because I feel like this gun is a lot more reliable. It packs a bigger punch than the 545 is gonna pack, especially with all the attachments, everything just combined perfectly solely for this gun. You get a classic AK-47 feel, and I love that because, again, you pack a punch, and also the build around this gun helps with the handling handling tremendously. This gun is so beautiful to use. Again, if you want to be a perfect range player, if you can be up close, you need this gun to do damage from here nor there. You guys can do either or. So again, this gun is beautiful. We're gonna start from the front to the back. So starting from the front, we got the Polar Fire S. Now the reason I don't use the Echo line on this one, Polar Fire S is gonna give you the best pros that any other attachment is gonna give you on here. So again, you get the range, you get the bullet velocity, you get the recoil smoothness, and you get the sound suppression. Of course, use a little bit of aim down sight speed, but guess what? When you tune it up, you get that aim down sight speed right back. And we get the bullet velocity, so we gain even faster bullets, and that's what you want. Again, aim down sight speed, be the first one to aim down. Second, you want to be able to shoot the faster bullet and the stronger bullet. So that's why I rock with the Polar Fire is. Now moving on to the barrel, we go with the Cast 10 584mm barrel, and we already know why. It's giving you the damage range, bullet velocity, hip fire accuracy, which we don't really care for. Recoil control is a big one though. Big. So now this gun packs a bigger punch, and now we don't even have to worry about the recoil control. Of course, again, at the cons of the aim down sight speed, but what do? We tune it up and we get aim down sight speed right back. So of course you can increase the damage range depending on what type of player you're going to be, but of course I want to get that speed right back. And also rocking with the recoil steadiness, so now we get even better recoil control. Moving on, we got the FSOLE laser, you guys already know. And moving over to our stock, instead of the Mark EVA on this one, they actually give us a Pro Light TL3 stock, which is going to give you even better stats than the Mark EVA R7. As you guys can see the comparison, when we go from the mobility and the handling, it's just night and day. You get, you know, that little increase right there is going to be from, are you going to zoom in faster? Are you going to move faster? Are you going to be able to zoom in faster and shoot somebody faster than what they shoot you? So again, combined with the tuning, got the aim down sight speed, we got the aim idle stability as well. Moving on to the grip, you guys already know we got the True Tack grip, already sprint to fire, tune it up, sprint to fire, aim down sight speed. You guys already know. And again, this gun, classic AK feel, easy classic AK feel, and that's what we love about it. Got the damage for it, got the speed for it, all around. You guys can already just see that, you know, obviously it's an AR, so you don't have the fastest movement, but I feel like what we've combined all the attachments for definitely gives you that nice feel. So nice speed that we're going along with it. Aim down sight speed is definitely there. Not the snappiest. I'm not going for the snappiest guns, you guys. I'm going for what's going to be consistent, what's going to be reliable, and that's what this gun is. So again, you can still snap on people. I've did it plenty of times. You know, I consistently do it, but you know, again, it's not the snappiest feel, but man, when you put everything all together on this type of gun, it's just a classic feel of a true AK. So again, let's show this gun in action and we'll go from there. Yeah, so one big thing I feel like most people are going to notice right when I'm, you know, showing off this gun, the one thing that I really notice off the bat is the recoil control. So again, there are things that you compensate for, you know, so I feel like the one thing with the attachments that I have on that you compensate for is going to be the recoil control. But if you do want to compensate for that, yo, definitely throw on a pineapple grip and you guys will have a lot more recoil control. You'll be able to shoot this guy way back there a lot easier. You won't have to worry about messing up your recoil control. But again, I'm not looking to play for this range. But if I do have to play for the range, I feel like this gun definitely comes in clutch, even if you don't rock an actual grip on it. So again, try the gun out. Let me know what you guys think. I feel like the gun comes in clutch. There are definitely things that you can compensate for this gun. Again, it comes down all to playstyle, how you feel about the gun, what are you trying to get out of the gun, and just going from there. So again, let me know what you guys think. Try out the gun. I feel like it's a 10 out of 10 banger gun. That's why it's at my number 3 spot. Again, all these guns that I feel like are in my top 5 could all be interchangeable, but man, this gun just always gives me the classic feels, and I love that it actually has a damage barrel to the AK gun itself. So try out the gun. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys actually like this type of build, drop it down in the comment section below. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the number 4 spot. Coming in at my number 4 spot is the Chimera, and man, if you guys already know about this gun, it's the Honey Badger, man. I think it first came out in Ghost, and that gun just on Ghost performed. If you guys wanted a true gun that was like, hey, this gun kind of stands out from the rest of the guns, this gun was a gun to go to. So man, the Honey Badger feels, I feel like when they brought this gun back, they literally just revived the Honey Badger, and I love this gun every single type of way. I love using this gun. Actually, even before I'm going to state anything, before you throw on a barrel onto this gun, they give you an automatic silencer, and that was like one of the coolest coolest things ever. I feel like that was just the coolest thing that they ever introduced to the game itself, because when you first got the honey badger in the previous game on Call of Duty Ghosts, it was just already rocking with a silencer. It was like, what? That's cool. And of course you couldn't go into this depth of like, you know, tuning barrels, stuff like that. So it was just a cool function that they had back then. But yeah, starting from the front to back, we got the polar fire S. You guys already know, aim down sight speed, bullet velocity. You guys already know that's the same stuff we're usually going to be rocking with anything on the type of tuning. If the muzzle is different, then you guys will obviously see that the tuning is going to be the same. So just always keep that in mind. Barrel, you guys already know we're going for the damage barrel. Yeah, there's two different damage types of barrels on this gun, but pay attention. One's going to compensate for recoil control, one's going to compensate for accuracy, one's going to compensate for mobility. It's just the type of barrel that you're going for. Again, for me, my type of builds, I want to have the best accuracy gun, I want to have the best damage gun, so that's what I'm always going for. In the tuning, we can always compensate for aim down sight speed, recoil steadiness. So those are just perks and pros and cons that you guys have to like kind of, you know, pay attention to. Only reason this is the VLK laser right here is just because they don't have the VLE laser. So obviously, again, I'm not going for anything that's going to show my beam whenever I'm not aimed in. Moving on to the stock, we got the Ravage 8. Again, just the best sprint to fire, aim down sight speed. Again, tune it up, aim down sight speed, aim idle stability. You guys already know about that. Moving on to the grip, we got the Bruin flash grip. You guys already know, best aim down sight speed, sprint to fire speed. You guys already know how to be the first one to shoot, gotta have the fastest, snappiest gun. And again, when I'm talking about fastest, snappiest gun, I'm talking about for, you know, what you compensate for. So obviously this gun's not going to be the absolute snappiest that you can make it out to be, but if you guys want that build, obviously I can fuck around and try to make that build for you guys. So yeah, this is the sprint to fire speed. Love it because they got the old school classic iron sight feel to it, and it's just overall just giving me just throwback vibes, and that's one thing that I love. And I feel like the mobility is definitely here on this gun, and it's an AR, so don't be feeling like you're going to be running like goddamn Rocky on the beach and shit. But yeah, definitely there. Again, just another reliable AR that is not the snappiest, but it's definitely reliable on the field. So let's show it in action real quick. Again, right there, I feel like is the one thing that if you guys want to change this gun up, throw on a pineapple grip on it and you guys will see a tremendous difference. For me, just because again, I'm not ideally playing for range back at like 60 meters. I'm going for mostly like mid-range shots. If somebody is way back there and I feel like maybe I can burst shot them out, then yeah, of course I'm going to be going for those shots. But ideally, if you're going to be using any type of gun, I don't think you should be trying to beam somebody way the fuck back there unless you have the perfect recoil build. But obviously right now this gun is not the perfect recoil build. This is, you know, what's going to suit my playstyle the best. So yeah, just talking about just a recoil build. If you guys would like to swap anything out, I'd probably just say swap out your stock, throw on the pineapple grip, and you're going to see 9-day difference. So again, this is my chimera build, and I feel like it's just classic. I feel like it gives me the classic feels. It doesn't feel like it's, you know, nothing that it shouldn't be. It doesn't feel like it's too less, too over the top, too anything. It's just a perfect in-between build. Again, just gives me the classic honey badger feels, and that's the one thing that I do like about this gun. Another big con to this gun, I feel like reason why it puts it a little bit further down is just the damage to it. I feel like everything else is there. You got bullet velocity, you got fire rate, but I feel like what brings it down just a little bit, it's definitely going to be just the damage range, and that's what we were trying to compensate for. You could definitely kill people with a good amount of bullets. Sometimes you can kill them even faster than what you think, but at the same time, it's like maybe I put like 6 bullets into that guy and I didn't get a chance to kill the guy in the very back, or I didn't get the chance to kill the guy in the very front just because I didn't have enough bullets, or the bullets didn't do enough damage. So again, that's why I kind of moved down further in my list. But man, number 4 spot, I think it's well deserved. Great gun. If you guys haven't used it yet, if you guys don't have it, man, make sure you go get your hands on this gun. Definitely worth it. Nice AR, classic feels, just everything I feel like you want in an AR. So again, just all these builds are what I think is going to be the most reliable for somebody who's a true running gun type of player, somebody who's getting kills or is going to be on point, somebody who just wants the kills, wants to do their thing. So yeah, again, check out this gun, do your thing. Let me know what you guys think. Is there a better build? What would you change out? What would you swap? And yeah, just let me know down in the comment section below. Anyways, we're going to move on to our 5 and 6 spot, and let's get it. Coming in at my number 5 spot, again, this gun is one of my favorite guns in the game. When I say that, again, remember that all my top 5 guns can be interchangeable. I could always use this gun over this gun and just rock with it, just because the way that the guns in this game are built, they're just almost flawless. Like, there's so many guns in this game that you can use this gun and still outgun another gun that is quote unquote overpowered, or you can use that overpowered gun and still get outgunned by other guns. So I think that there is a great balance to this game, and that's why I think so many people enjoy playing this game. I mean, let me know what you guys think. Is that the truth, or am I just kind of speaking out of my ass, but I truly do believe that I feel like a lot of Call of Duties have always had those guns that is like, man, like that gun is the go-to. And of course there is definitely meta guns, but in this game I also feel like there's a lot of guns that I didn't really have a problem with using. Obviously when we get further down my list I will explain the guns that I did have a problem with using, but man, for the most part a lot of these guns are definitely usable. So yeah, hopping into this number 5 spot, you guys need to check out this gun. This gun is a top 5 reliable gun, and I'm gonna explain why right now. So let's start from the front to back just like we always do. So if you guys notice, we don't even have a muzzle. We can't even put a muzzle. And why is that? If we go to our barrel, you guys will see the Bruin Tarraco 686mm comes with sound suppression already. Wow. And you're probably thinking, why? Like, why are you using this? Why is like, isn't that gonna take away? Like, aren't there other barrels that might be better? No. Look at the stats, guys. Look at the stats. Peep it right now. Compared to every other barrel, you might get better damage with the Bruin 24-inch barrel, but other than that, you don't get the sound suppression, you don't get the recoil control, you don't get the range, you don't get the accuracy that you get with this, and you already get the sound suppression that you don't have to waste an attachment. Like, how clutch is that? Combined with the VOK laser, you guys already know, no hip fire detection. Running in at the stock, we got the Bruin MX9 stock. You guys already know about that. MX9 is dope. Check out the submachine gun list. Again, when it comes down to these AUG type of guns, we get combs on there. So sprint to fire, again, we got the FTAC C11 riser just because it's the best sprint to fire, aim down sight speed. Got the Bruin Q900 grip just because, again, best aim down sight speed. Again, when we tune them up, aim down sight speed, aim out stability. One thing that I love about this FTAC C11 riser is when you go to the tuning, you get recoil stabilization. That's awesome. Like, come on, that's gonna help with your recoil even more, and you get aim down sight speed for that. Like, that's an insane attachment that they allow people to have on this gun, which I love. I'm not complaining. Going on to the grip, tuning it up, and down sight speed, sprint to fire speed. This gun right here is an absolute banger, just banger of a gun. You guys have used the MX9. If you guys haven't checked out the submachine gun video, go make that MX9. You guys will see that gun is a banger. Now, one thing that I always point out is a con for me is just the amount of bullets that guns have in this game. Again, it's a 30-round mag, which I feel like gets the job done. I'm not trying to kill the whole team in one clip, but at the same time, if there are multiple people, I feel like 30 rounds in my clip isn't always suitable for me. So again, a few things that just could be changed out, but those are the few things that I wanted to point out. From the gun, aim down sight speed, again, not the complete snappiest, but definitely gets the job done. It's not the slowest, not the fastest. I feel like it's more towards a faster zoom in sight speed. So again, you can turn on people, you can turn corners. I would just learn the gun itself, use it for a while, and you'll see that it's not the slowest, and everything that compensates for this gun. You still get the mobility, you still get the snappiness. Even from the sprint to fire, you're still gonna see it. So again, let's see this gun in action. Let's see how it performs. So again, super reliable gun. I love this gun, man. Again, all my top 5 guns can be all interchangeable. This gun is just so banger, just such a banger gun. So reliable, classic AUG feel, not the 3 burst type of AUG that I feel like they've showed us in the past. This gun is just so reliable. Again, all my top 5 guns can be interchangeable. I love this gun so much that, man, sometimes I even want to put this over other guns that I use in my top 5. So again, the one thing I love about this build is that the suppression is already included in the actual barrel itself, and the gun itself comes with just great recoil stabilization. So you don't have to worry so much about, man, I had to hit that guy way back there. If you want to play like a further back, you guys actually can with this gun. There's a few tweaks that I would add to the gun. Again, don't want to grip onto it, maybe change out the sight if you're going to be playing it a little bit further back, maybe mount up, get your aims down. And this gun, again, just gives you classic feels of just, man, this is a classic gun just of an AUG that is going to give me reliability, going to give me stability, and of course just overall great build. So again, try out this gun, let me know what you guys think. Is it a dub? Is it not a dub? What would you change out? What do you think is going to better it? What is going to worsen it? And let me know what your build is going to be. So again, try out the gun, let me know what you guys think. This is my number 5 gun, and again, like I was saying, all my top 5 guns could be all interchangeable. So let me know what you guys think. Try out the gun, do your thing. But let's move on to the number 6 spot. Coming in at my number 6 spot is one of my favorite guns as well, man. The Lachmann 5.56, reliable, complete reliability. You guys already seen the Lachmann sub, just a banger of a gun. This gun is just a straight replication of that, of course, the AR version. So man, it's just a beautiful gun. Overall, I feel like this gun is just a little bit better than the sub, just because because you get better accuracy, you get a better damage, and overall, if you're, you know, of course, that mid-range player that you want to play a little bit further back to have the accuracy to compensate what the sub doesn't do for you, this is going to be the gun for you. So if you already like the Lachmann sub, check out this gun. Again, starting from the front to the back, got the echoless 80. You guys already know why. Got the damage range, got the bullet velocity, recoil, smoothness, sound suppression, tune it up, aim down, sight speed, bullet velocity, easy. And here we go. When we hop into the barrel, you guys already know there's a couple damage range barrels in here, but again, pay attention to accuracy, pay attention to range, pay attention to what you're actually going to need. Of course, if you want to be more run and gun, change out your barrel. Again, for me, AR should be mid-range to a little bit longer than what a submachine gun can do. But of course, you don't want to sacrifice complete aim down sight speed, complete mobility, complete I can't even be up close in the trenches. So that's what I like doing on this barrel, because when we tune it up, boom, you guys already know recoil steadiness, just a banger tuning. Aim down sight speed, perfect. FSS OLE laser, you guys already know why. No hip fire detection. Lachmann S9 factory stock on here because it's going to give you the best aim down sight speed, walking speed, crouch movement speed, sprint speed. Tune it up, aim down sight speed, aim auto stability. Moving over to the grip, we got the LMK 64 grip. You guys already know why. Best aim down sight speed, sprint to fire speed, tune it up, bang bang. And man, this gun, if you guys thought the sub was good, this gun is just as good. And one of my favorite things obviously in this game that I've already pointed out in the last video, but I'll point it out again, is I love when you guys can see the tinted clear mag. It's just one of my favorite things. Seeing the bullet in the clip is just, it's just one of those few features that they add to the game, and it's like, wow, like it just makes a world of a difference. So again, not the fastest, not the snappiest, not the submachine gun version, but still definitely right there. It acts just like the submachine gun. The mobility is there. You guys still get the movement speed. You guys get everything that you guys would need. So again, just banger classic of a gun, and man, it performs on the field itself. Man, this gun, I'm telling you, just it's at my number 6 spot, but it could easily go to my top 5 like any given day. Just a classic gun that gives you the nice feels to it. What I love about this gun too is that it doesn't shoot a high caliber bullet, so the kick on this gun isn't intense to where you can't control it. You know, shooting burst shots right here, super controllable. Obviously I was mounted, but you know, let's hop off the mount and then we'll show right here. Man, this gun definitely, if you're a Lachmann sub type of user, if you're a Lachmann subscriber and you like, if you like the Lachmann series guns in this game, yo, check this gun out, check this build out. This gun is going to give you reliability down the field, up the field, middle of the field. You guys can be in the trenches, you guys can change it out. Man, this gun is just good overall. Again, downfall that I've always spoken about is just the bullets, just the magazine itself. But other than that, man, this gun gives you classic Lachmann sub type feels, and I love that because you don't have to compensate for, I feel like what the sub kind of makes you compensate for, where you can't really hit the guy down the field. With this gun, you get the reliability of, I have an AR, this gun packs a punch, and I'm going to be able to hit that guy down the field. And of course, if you wanted to change anything out for the recoil control, I would, again, just throw a pineapple grip. That's my favorite grip to throw on any type of gun. And you're going to have a night and day difference of, you know, I'm the player that can shoot that guy down the field, or I'm a player that can't really get that guy down the field. So yeah, definitely try out this gun. Lachmann sub, I mean, I know it's number 6 on my list, but again, all these guns can be interchangeable. I love this gun just as much as I love my number 1 gun, and I'm actually gonna go back and use all these guns. And of course, you guys already see the platinum camo on there, so I'm gonna have to go back anyways and use all these guns. So again, let me know what you guys think. Is this a dub? Is this not a dub? Do you guys care about this gun? Is this gun, you know, reliable? Let me know what you guys think. But yeah, with that being said, let's hop into our number 7 and number 8 spot. Coming in at my number 7 spot is gonna be the Kastov 545. Again, I don't know if most of you guys would agree, but I don't think this gun is as good as the other guns that I presented earlier. The 7.62, the 74U. This gun just feels like it's a little bit of a shadow of those other ones. Still a great gun, still a very great gun, but compared to those other guns, I feel like it just holds back when it comes to reliability and just the stability of the gun itself. So again, starting with this gun, we're gonna start from the front to the back. We got the echoless 80, you guys already know. Aim down sight speed, bullet velocity, already know about that. On this barrel, I was rocking the Kastovia 406, but when I break it down and you see the recoil control gained from it, the range gained from it, for the compensation of just a little bit of handling, a little bit of mobility, yeah, it should be a night and day difference. So tuning, always go with the recoil steadiness, aim down sight speed, FSS OLE laser, don't want to be seen at the hip with that. Pro stock light, obviously we want the fastest aim down sight speed, aim model stability, true tack grip on this one, because obviously it's going to be the fastest aim down sight speed, fastest sprint to fire speed. And yeah, again, I like this gun. It's just not the AKs that we are used to knowing, you know. It doesn't really pack a punch like the other ones do. Still a great gun. I just feel like for what you kind of compensate on this gun, it might not be up to par from what the other AKs are. So again, great mobility that we have with the gun itself, from the sprint to fire down to even the tack sprint. Still get a nice, almost even snappier aim, it feels like. And you know, again, we're not going for the snappiest build, we're going for consistency, and we're going for what's going to give us the most damage, what's going to give us consistency on the field itself. So again, great gun, just, you know, just another AK-74, pretty much another AK type of gun. Only thing I would really compensate for this gun is recoil control. And just like I was saying with all the AK guns, the one thing you're always going to feel like you're compensating for is recoil control. So again, if you feel like, man, like this gun is not doing it at X amount of range, then I would say swap over, throw on a foregrip onto the gun itself. If you really need to, mount up, and you know, I feel like you can hit your shots a little bit better. So again, this gun is great. I know it's at my number 7 spot, but it's one of those things that I feel like it's just not up to par with the other guns. So still a great gun, just not in my arsenal that I'm using all the time, but still a great reliable gun that I feel like if you get it down and you want a great build and this is a build for you, again, take my build, do your thing, and let me know what you guys think. Because if you do use this gun a whole lot more than what I do, obviously I just got it platinum, so I wasn't really trying to use it as much as any other gun, but still a great gun. Like I was saying previously, there's no gun in this game that really overpowers any other gun. So again, my list is kind of just what I use. My 1 to 10 could always be changed out for a lot of other guns. So again, beautiful gun, just not the gun that I always go to. But if you do want to build that's reliable, consistent, definitely try out this build. Let me know what you guys think. Is it a dub? Is it not a dub? What would you change out? What are the pros of this gun? What are the cons of this gun? Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into our number 8 spot. Coming in at my number 8 spot on this list today is going to be a true classic M4. Every single Call of Duty known to man, literally known to man. This gun is literally the epitome of classic, and only reason it's so much further down my list is just because there's so many other great guns on this game. One thing that really does hurt me throwing it so much further down on this list is just because this gun is a true classic. I just feel like it's a true shadow of what it used to be. Like, the gun is great, don't get me wrong. Again, I have it platinum, I've used it, but since using it, it's just not it for me personally. And that's one thing that does suck, is knowing that this gun is a great gun, but I feel like in this game it's just a shadow of what it used to be. Again, it sucks to say that, but the gun is just not what I feel like it used to be or what it should be. But with that being said, we're gonna hop into the attachments, what I think can make this gun feel like an even better version of what I don't think they did it justice to. Of course, starting from the front to the back, gonna have the echoless 80, you guys already know, set it enough, aim down sight speed, bullet velocity, you guys already know that's my favorite muzzle to use. Moving on to the barrel, we got the high tower 20 barrel, just because for this gun itself, I feel like you need that damage boost. I feel like just it's not given from just the stock gun itself. Of course, we're gonna move to the aim down sight speed, recoil steadiness, moving over to the laser, FSSOLE laser, as always, best laser in the game. Moving on to the stock, we got the Tempest P80 stock. Compared to all these other stocks that I've used, it just gives you the best accuracy that you don't have to compensate mobility or X, Y, and Z for. Again, we want the aim model stability, we want the aim down sight speed to be the fastest. Moving over to the Phantom grip, it's just going to be the fastest grip even compared to the X10 grip. It's just a lot faster. Yes, you sacrifice a little bit of recoil control, but promise it's not that much to be noticeable. Sprint to fire, aim down sight speed, hop into the firing range. Again, this gun is a beautiful gun, true classic of a gun. You guys, you know, want to know any Call of Duty, this gun is going to be there for years to come, and trust, it's going to always be there. It's going to be a top gun, and it's always going to be one of the first guns that you unlock. But just for me, I feel like they did not do justice for this gun in this game, and that's what really does suck. But that's what really does suck and why it puts it further down on my list. But other than that, this gun is still a banger gun. I feel like this is the best class setup for it if you actually want to tune it and use this gun. Of course, for just a true running gun type of player, true I need stability, reliability, this gun is going to be the gun for you. So again, few things that I would say are cons about this gun is definitely just the recoil control. Obviously, as most of the time I've been saying, if that is a problem for most of you guys, if you guys are really struggling with kind of controlling this gun's kick, I would say throw on the pineapple grip, you know, throw on a foregrip, throw on any type of foregrip that you feel is going to compensate for that. Another big thing for me is just sometimes the damage isn't there. Like sometimes it is. Sometimes I feel like, man, like I lasered that guy. Then sometimes I feel like, man, that guy just didn't get killed like properly. He didn't get killed fast enough. Might be my fault. Might be just a lack of experience with the gun itself. But I feel like the gun is definitely just not what it used to be. Now, don't get me wrong, it's still a great gun, but for me personally, I feel like there's so many other guns that just get the job done a lot quicker, a lot more reliable, a lot more stable, and that's what I'm looking for when I'm playing this game itself. I don't want to have to think too much about using this gun or struggle too much about using this gun. So again, for me, the gun is amazing. It falls down to the number 8 on my list just because, again, I feel like the instability of it, the inconsistency of it, just maybe like the damage that I feel like I'm getting on it. But again, I haven't used this gun a whole lot, so I've only used it from what I've used it to get it platinum, and other than that, I kind of put it away just because I'm working on other guns. Let me know, is this gun a dub? Is this gun not a dub? What would you change out? What would you fix? Do you use this gun? Do you not use this gun? Do you like this gun? Do you not like this gun? And if you do use this gun, let me know a better build if my build is not up to par. But if you do use my build, let me know down in the comment section below. Let me know, hey, this build was actually a good build. I tried it out and I did damage with it, and that's hopefully what I get to hear from you guys. So again, if you guys are liking this video, make sure you drop a like, subscribe if you're new. Always check out the other videos. Shit means a lot to me. 600 subscriber giveaway. Go enter yourself in for that, because man, I'm going to be choosing a winner soon, and you guys don't want to miss out on that. So again, keep on showing the love. Just before we hop into our last few guns, I just wanted to talk about those things real quick. So yeah, again, if you're enjoying the content, consider subscribing. Keep showing the love. I appreciate it, you guys. Without further ado, let's hop into these final guns. Okay, quick disclaimer. I would have thrown this gun in at number 9 just because it's better than the gun I'm about to present to you guys. I don't have it though, the M13B. I don't have it, but from what I've semi-used it, it's a lot better than this other gun. So just kind of because I don't have it, I can't really rank it on my list, but compared to this other gun that I'm about to show you, it's definitely a lot better. So yeah, quick disclaimer, just wanted to throw that in there really quick. So yeah, back to it. So coming in at my final spot on this list is the shitty M16, and I'm sorry to any M16 players that are watching this video, however you see this, man. I hate this gun. This gun sucks. This gun was one of the worst ARs I had to get platinum. Doing long shots with this gun was complete shit, and it's probably because obviously I didn't make an insane like bar build, but yeah, it was just so shit, and I feel like it just does not pack the punch of what it used to. Like some M16s in this game destroy me, but then some M16s, like the ones that I've used, obviously aren't shit. So this is why it's so far down on my list. It's just gonna stay here forever because I don't like this gun. I'm gonna hate using it again on this Orion camo grind, but it is what it is. We're gonna start from the front to the back as always. Echoless 80, tuning it up, aim down sight speed, bullet velocity. You guys will see I'm rocking no barrel, and that's because the barrels on this gun suck dick. They don't give you any type of boost for damage or damage range, so it's like, why, what, how? FSS OLE laser, you guys are no rocking with it. On the stock, we're gonna have the Assault T60 stock factory. Easy peasy, tune it up, aim down sight speed, aim auto stability. It's actually the best one compared to all of these for the aim down sight speed, so that's why I'm rocking with it. And it actually gives you a little bit of an accuracy boost. I dig that. For the grip, we're gonna have the X10 grip, gonna be the fastest. Aim down sight speed, sprint to fire speed, already boosting it up. And like I've been saying, guys, best grip in the game for me, it's gonna be the VX pineapple. Just according to all these other ones, it just gives you a nice stats for accuracy, recoil control, and just every single type of boost that I feel like you need from an actual grip itself. So that's what I'm going to be rocking with. Tune it up, aim down sight speed, hip walking speed, just because of course we're going to compensate aim down sight speed, so I'm going to try to get it back when I'm doing the tuning. Hip walking, just because hip recoil control, who really gives a fuck about that? Again, I don't really like this gun at all. This gun really does suck to me. I just didn't enjoy it, didn't enjoy the journey with this gun. Again, if you're an M16 player, I'm sorry that I'm shitting on your gun right now. Maybe it's just me, it's probably just me, but this build right here I feel like is the most reliable build if you're going to be kind of in the trenches of fighting in this game. So again, not snappiest, but definitely snappy up there. Sprint to fire is definitely amazing, even from just a normal sprint to fire is definitely there. I think the one big thing that I have a complaint about this gun is it's not a one burst. Like from a certain range, like it should be one bursting most people. Like why did I have to hit that guy like 6 times, like 8 times maybe? Like, okay, that's cool. I got a one burst from way the fuck back there finally. I think the inconsistency of this gun is what drops it down to the last spot on my list. Also, when I used this gun, just how much I struggled with it was annoying as fuck. So yeah, I feel like I made the best build for what I needed in that sense of like, hey, I need to get kills, but using it was just not it. Like I feel like I was getting outgunned a whole lot. I feel like the bursts weren't connecting. I feel like it just didn't make sense how the bursts worked in this game. And that's what really triggered me a whole lot in the scenarios that I had to use it for. So again, it's probably just me. I would try out this build, give it a try if you guys actually enjoy the M16. For me personally, I hate this gun. I'm gonna dread having to go back to it, but thankfully my next step in my Orion camo grind is just gonna be headshots. So not really triggered about that, but it is what it is. Again, that's gonna be my top 10 list. Of course, if you guys agree, let me know. If you guys don't agree, let me know why. I enjoy bringing these lists to you guys. Hopefully it kind of just helps out a player out there if you're looking for something to just be a little bit better, or you feel like you're trying to take your game to the next step and you don't understand the tuning, or you don't understand why I'm using this or why I'm using that, or what can help me out the best. So again, let me know what you guys think. Drop a comment, drop a like, subscribe if you're new. If you guys haven't checked out the other videos, again, I know I shouted it out a lot in this video, but check out the 600 subscriber giveaway, you guys. I'm giving out something amazing. Drink Poggers is helping me out, so shout out to them. Go check out the other best guns categories that I'm going to be dropping here soon. Make sure you guys go check those out if you guys want to get knowledge on all the best guns in the game, you know, tweak them up from either my setting or from your setting, whatever suits you guys the best. And yeah, just let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys for stopping by today's video. As always, it really does mean a lot to me. Subscribe if you're new, drop a like, and I will see you guys in the next thing I make. Deuces.